Hi, I'm Marie Stelling with Autumn Ridge Residences. I invite you to join us for Senior Living Conversations with Autumn Ridge. We take a look at what life is like in a senior living community, the feelings and emotions involved with moving in, and what you can expect after a move in to a senior living community. So please join us for our senior living conversation and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Bye. Well, Daryl, thank you for joining us today. I'm Marie, the Community Relations Director for Autumn Ridge Residences, and we are so grateful to have you here with us today. Um,
Thanks for having me.
absolutely. So, we're here today so you can share your story with us about your journey to senior living. So, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was living by myself, having problems with stairs, and didn't know what to do. So I turned it over to my daughter-in-law and granddaughter to try to find me something, an apartment, somewhere to live. And when they started looking into places, they felt uh, a nursing home type place was going to be for me. And I said, look, I'm not going to no nursing home. And so then when they came here, they met everybody, met the facility. They said, I think you need to check this out because this is not what you're thinking. So I did, and I'll have to admit, it's one of the best decisions I made. I was real skeptical at first, thinking, oh, Lord, here we go. But that's not been the case.
Okay. Yeah, I know we sure do love having you here, and I know that since you've moved in, from everything you've told me, that there's been quite the positive impact for you and your
Yes.
family. It sounds like you were definitely facing some challenges in trying to find your senior living option when home wasn't working out no more.
Yes, it was very difficult because my problem was I can go downstairs. I just can't walk upstairs. I don't have the strength anymore in my legs. And a lot of the places had 3, 4 year waiting lists, or they were more put you in a room and pretty much forget about you, kind of more of a hospital or a nursing home facility. And I felt like uh, I got all my senses. I can do everything for myself. I just need to find some place that I don't have to do stairs.
Yeah.
And it was running out of options, literally. And then just by coincidence, me and a friend was out shooting pool at the senior citizens building in DeSoto. And the lady knew you and said, well, I think you should check out Autumn Ridge. I said, well, why? She goes, well, so she kind of explained it to me. So then that's when I called my daughter-in-law and granddaughter and said, look, add this one to your list. And they did. And like I've always said to everybody, this place is 100% perfect. The only thing missing is a swimming pool. If they had that, they'd be standing room only.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, a swimming pool would make it harder for the rest of us to get our job done.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it could be employee night.
right. Um, so it sounds like you've definitely you had your struggle in getting your
Yes.
journey and getting to here. So what are some of the things that you love the most about being here now that you're finally here?
Hmm. Well, I think the companionship. Uh, they say that when you get older, the two things that kill you more than anything is isolation and not enough water. And I believe we have groups that we sit around and we talk, we play games. So you're not sitting somewhere doing crossword puzzles by yourself. And then where I'm at, so close to the interstate, all my family go to work in the city, go by. So it's very easy for them to pop off, visit for 10 or 15 minutes, and go on. And where I was living, I maybe seen them once or twice a month.
It wasn't as easy.
It wasn't as easy. And now, and I'll be honest, once they've seen this place and seen how happy I was, they really don't need to come by anymore. They know I'm very happy, and I could tell you all the wonderful positive things, but uh, I genuinely believe that the people that work here, and they are, when you start talking to some of them, they've been here 15, 20 years. They must be treated very well, or they wouldn't be here that long. And then it's easy for them to be good to us because I think they're being treated very well. And they do. They make you, how are you doing today? And it's not just a part of their job. They genuinely are concerned about you. Everybody, from the housekeepers all the way to the person that runs this place, they're all the same way. They come by and make a point to talk to you. How is everything? What can we do to make your stay even better? And I'll be honest, we run out of ideas because, I mean, other than the swimming pool, I don't know how it could get any better.
And
You
I
know,
think we even tried to plan a swim day, didn't
we
we?
did. They were going to rent pools and put them in the parking lot.
Yeah,
That was going to be pretty cool.
yeah. So it sounds like your family is coming to visit you because
Yes,
they want to, not because they have to,
right.
which is a nice feeling. I always tell people that kind of helps restore that parent-child relationship
Yes,
because they're visiting you and spending time with you because they want to, not because they have something they have to do for you, right? So it sounds like you really have benefited from that part.
yeah,
And like you said, the companionship. I know since you've moved in, you and a couple of the guys here have really created some really amazing friendships. And
right.
I know I always enjoy coming and hanging out with you guys and listening to you shoot the breeze.
Yeah, we're not talking about anything really in particular. And believe it or not, it's mostly about the staff and something that they'll have a story about what someone did for them or whatever, you know. And like what you were saying about my family, I think them knowing that I'm at peace or happy where I'm at, I think that makes them feel comfortable. Like, oh, we put dad in a home. They don't feel that way. They feel like because I tell them jokingly, I said, well, y'all really did a lot for me, but y'all ain't never took good as care of me as these people do. And
Yeah.
they laughed, and I said, but that's true. It's how I feel. And but it, like I said, it is a wonderful experience. And I say, don't be skeptical. I think you need to at least come, meet the people, meet Marie, talk, see what they have, and it may not be for you, but I think if you want to live your life more freely, more of abundant life, with somebody that actually does care about you and a wonderful facility, I think this is, there may be some other places out there, but I think this is number one. I really do.
Oh,
And like
thank
I
you.
looked at probably 20 places before we choose this. So
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful place. And like I said, a year later, last year, I would have never thought I'd been here and be happy. And now I can't imagine not being here. So,
Right. Well, I love that. And it definitely is an inspiring story. And I think, you know, communicating that to people that, it isn't necessarily what you think. There are
no,
certain places that are nursing homes that here at Autumn Ridge that you're getting a senior living lifestyle, meaning that you're coming into a community. So now you have your family, but you have a whole nother support system here
right,
is
right.
what it sounds like you've really found, and which is what something that we take great pride and passion in, that we want to see. You said the staff is so wonderful and how much they care. We do care. That means a lot to us. Once you move in, I tell people you're family. Now you're stuck with me, right? And that's how we all feel. Once you move in, we're your support system. We are your family. We're your team. And it's not just for you as our resident, but it's for your family too. When there's stuff going on, that gives them a support system on, hey, how do I navigate these waters? How do we, what do we do about this? So,
Well, I have, we talk about food. I have family members that if they're in the area, they'll say, hey, what's on your lunch menu? And I'll tell them, they go, oh, that's good. I want to come by. And because, I mean, the food is not your typical hospital or facility type food, and I mean, it is excellent. And there's times because I'm on a special diet that there's certain things on that menu that I just can't eat. But you ask somebody in the kitchen to make you something, they'll go back there and make it for you. Now you may have to wait a little bit because they got 70 or 80 people they're trying to feed, you know.
Right.
But they always make sure, and I always tell people, if you go away hungry, it's your own fault because they'll do whatever it takes in that kitchen to make you happy, literally. And if there's some special, like the other day, the head lady that runs the kitchen, Ashley, I said, I've had a hankering for grits. Now, a lot of people don't like grits. So the next day or two later, it was on the menu. So, I mean, all you got to do is ask anybody in this building if there's some special need you want. I mean, as long as it's in budget, they'll take care of it for you,
Right.
literally.
Yeah. So how do you think, and I definitely, and I'll piggyback off that. I definitely, we might have a lot of complaints, but food isn't usually one of them.
No.
So, we're definitely well fed here, that's for sure. Good old fashioned home style cooking.
Yes.
So, um, so how do you think we change the conversation around senior living? I think that's something that I'm very passionate about because a lot of times people wait until it's too late. Had you continued on the path that you were on for maybe another 6 months, this may not have been an option for you anymore.
Mm-mm.
So my goal is to try to help intervene before somebody gets to the point that they waited so long they need a nursing home. So, how do you think we kind of change that conversation within society about, there are better options and it's not as scary to make a senior living choice a little sooner in life?
Well, I believe like with my case, the concept when you hear about senior living or assisted living or whatever it is, your first instinct, because of media, what you hear on TV, the newspapers, is these horror stories where their loved one is laying in their bed and they're urine or they got bad sores or they're being beat and you hear about all this stuff. So in your mind, you're thinking they're all like that, and you're worried and you're concerned about it. And like I've said to other people earlier, I don't know how you get that message, and I wish I knew the magic key about Autumn Ridge that it's not just a well-run place with clean, wonderful food, wonderful staff, all that you're paying for that. It should be that way. But the caring part that these people genuinely care about you and wouldn't allow anything like that to ever happen under any circumstances. I don't know how you convince people of that. I don't, other than please come find out for yourself. Come sit here like I did after they did all that. I said, but that girl is a salesman. Her makes money. Get me to buy this apartment. So they're going to tell you all the wonderful, great, and poofy stuff. So I came back at 7 o'clock that night, and where all those people had left, and there were just people sitting around, the residents. And I said, "Hey, I'm thinking about moving here," and I got nothing. Oh, I've been here 3 years. I've been here 7 years. I've been here, and I got nothing but the same thing. Oh, it's excellent. The food are wonderful. And I said, are these people actually that nice? Yes. I got zero complaints. And that's when I knew right then, well, this is where I need to go. I don't need to be, because they're not, why would they lie? I mean, and if it was not good, let's face it, you go to a restaurant and you don't like the food, you're going to tell people, oh, it's bad.
Right.
But that ain't the case here. So I think people need to do their homework.
Yeah.
There is places out there, I'm sure, but you got to go check and see for yourself. And don't just believe what the staff is telling you. Talk to the residents. They're there. Hey, do you like being here? I mean, because We got 80, 90 some people here.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's somebody that's not happy. Okay. But I think it's probably less than 5. Okay. Because I talk to 20 people, maybe 30 people a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I got one guy that complains about the food, but he complains about anything. But he's comical about it, you know. But he's weird because if it ain't peanut butter, he don't want to eat it, you know. But
That's not necessarily our fault, is what you're
no,
saying.
that ain't bad either if
Yeah.
you eat peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
But I know, but it's the same thing. He's got nothing but positive things to say about the people. So my encouragement to people thinking about where they should go in their latter years is I think they need to come and view this option and see, because I honestly believe that once they come here, meet the people, view the staff, talk to some of the residents, I think it's a clear choice. I really do. You know, I don't see, like I said, I looked at a lot of places and I didn't personally, my granddaughter and daughter in law looked and they looked at probably 20 places and they got it down to one.
Mm-hmm.
And then this was Autumn Ridge. And they said, I really think. And so they made up an appointment and my grandson came with me. We met Marie. We sat, we had lunch. She showed everything they had to offer. That was on a Friday. And Monday I was moving in.
Yeah. Did exactly what I promised you I would do on the
Exactly what
property.
I was promised that I would do, everything in my power. And the only thing is, the only rule they have is you must be able to walk out of your apartment and get outside within 5 minutes in a fire drill.
Yep.
That's it.
Because you're my loved one now, and I got to keep you safe.
I didn't think I could do it, but I did. I did a record, she said. I did it in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah. So definitely something to be proud of.
Yep.
I cannot thank you enough for having,
I'm glad I'm here.
yeah, and just being so brave that you would share your story, not just with me, but anybody that might be listening or that might watch this video. And hopefully we can start changing the conversation around senior living. So again,
Yes.
thank you. I'm proud to be here at Autumn Ridge with you. We hope that you call us home for many more years. And we love you. We love taking care of you. And thank you again for choosing Autumn Ridge.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for Senior Living Conversations with Autumn Ridge. We hope that information provided to you today helps you make an informative decision about your choices in senior living. If you have any questions or need help, please feel free to reach out at 636-931-8400.